My son told me that I preach every week, so I shouldn't be nervous. Yes. Okay, so faculty, staff, and administrators, classmates, my family, friends, and other attendees, I am honored to be afforded the privilege to offer some words of reflection on the educational journey I have completed. The award for reaching this new milestone for me has to be dedicated to my wife, Christiana Jones. Could you be recognized? And my family, who supported me every step of the way, from putting up with my long hours hibernated in my studies at home, or arriving home late following a long day of work, first at school as a teacher, then switching roles to be a PBA student. My decision for pursuing this course in mental health counseling came at a time when my church, of which I am senior pastor, was experiencing turmoil in leadership and congregational indifference. However, just a strange motivation impelled me to pursue this counseling degree at the age of 61. Yes, I am 63 now. And I still got my guns. Yeah. As I observed the transforming influence counseling had on my daughter Danelle, as she applied what she had learned in her leadership, overall objectivity, innovativeness, and spiritual maturity at our local church. In addition, I needed to understand how trauma from a motor vehicle accident can change the life mentally for my older daughter. I know that I needed to beat the odds during such a climate of disturbing events. God's will sometimes is very painful and frustrating, which reminds me of a song my mom used to sing. The bud may have a bitter taste, but sweet will be the flower. Thank God for his sustaining grace through these 2.5 years of intense studies. Sudden adjustments had to be made in order to meet the demands of coursework as I struggled initially to make the required grades of each class. The expectation to keep up with the coursework saw some of my former classmates either dropping out or taking a pit stop. Even so, there was something about the transforming effect of the skills, strategies, and application of being a therapist which kept fueling my motivation to press on. The Grease strip added to the uniqueness of the course in many ways than one. That room where we snored, passing out on the plane. This multicultural experience was emotionally and educationally fulfilling for me. It also brought into perspective the need to be mindful of my spiritual responsibilities when faced with making decisions with cultural implications, not only as a minister and school teacher, but more so the objectivity and impartiality a counselor should develop. This course came with some deep sacrifices. It taught me time management and proper scheduling with minimal time for recreation and enjoyment. My wife, Christiana, not only supported me in the church and family responsibilities, but she has been my workout partner as we both manage our daily responsibilities with mile after mile of early morning walks. The comprehensive nature of the counseling program has immensely improved my functioning as a school teacher, coach, minister, husband, and father. I have developed the ability to widen my spiritual lens of love and acceptance to human differences, grown more patient to indifference, and a profound appreciation for the way our professors have made us aware of the appropriate ways to apply the global knowledge we have received as counselors and therapists to the way human beings act and react. Counseling is a reminder that it is not about me, but about the client. And you talk about Shireism. Yeah. Any type of transforming work will be done through the power of God's Holy Spirit. However, readiness to be effective as a counselor needs to be endorsed by the Spirit of God. During my internship experience, I would admit that some of my clients needed a come to Jesus talk, and that's a Carsonism. Diabonism states that we need to take into account the dynamics of a situation. Lawsonism will cause you to pay attention to the true self and the shadow. While the Casado approach to trauma will cause you to do extensive research and diagnostics. I feel beyond any shadow of a doubt that God has successfully brought us to the completion of this course. The camaraderie we have developed has been mentally and emotionally supportive. In particular, interning at the ARC with Mike and Eli. And they call us the Three Musketeers. Such bonding will continue to have a lasting effect as we remain connected as counselors in our individual spheres of operation. I thank God for the clients who have already experienced transformation as His Holy Spirit has made me instruments in this process. It has been my humble privilege to work with clients at my internship site who have returned to spiritual grounding by salvation, water baptism, church leadership and ministry, and family restoration. This can also be said of my classmates at the same site, Mike and Eli. These results attest to the fact that God has called us to be workers together with Christ in this world. I close by extending my sincere appreciation to all of my professors, PBA office staff, classmates, and my family for such a worthwhile and successful journey through to completion of this master's program in counseling. What next? That's the lingering question that God alone knows the right answer to at this moment, as each of us as graduates will submit to His will. Respectfully submitted, Dennis Jones. I thank you. Amen.